Hey, good Thursday morning, my friends. MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa here. The MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. And now the warm-up begins. And, I want to get this straight from the beginning. We're talking about extended period of warmer than normal weather the next couple weeks. It doesn't mean every day will be hot. It means that most of the next 2 weeks will be warmer than normal, which, as we get out a week or two, normals are low 60s. So when we're talking 65, 70, this weekend we're talking 75, that's significantly warmer than normal. But you get a northeast wind on a backdoor cold front, and you'll have a day that will maybe be stuck, say, in the 50s. It was certainly cold this morning. I left my bucket of peeled horseradish roots out, and you keep them in water, and left it outside, and it had a lot of ice on it. 25 in Saginaw and in Tuscola County in the Thumb this morning. 24 in Flint. 27 in Ann Arbor. So as anticipated, a hard freeze in most places, and I'm hoping the folks, the fruit growers on the southwest corner of the state escaped a lot of harm, as it looks like you held up to maybe 29, 30, 31 degrees. And that would be good, because that's kind of what they call a natural pruning, to get some of the blossoms off of a tree. All right, now let's look at what's going on going forward here. And we're going to show you not too complex of a map. You can handle it. This is going to be the European model. The story here is a shot of rain coming in from the southwest. Warm showers and thunder showers, maybe thunderstorms, coming up Friday night, early Saturday morning, and then warm weather and kind of on the thunderstormy side. But don't let the apps scare you off from something this weekend, because it looks like a Friday overnight type thing, drying out by Saturday morning, and then Sunday looks like kind of a sketchy rainfall pattern. So here we go today. Today the wind's going to be lighter. We're going to be gradually warming up. The warmth we get today is from the power of the April sunshine. And then we go to tomorrow. This is tomorrow afternoon. We will be warmer. We'll start to have the winds pick up out of the southeast. And hey, good morning, Andre Pinio. Hopefully I got that right. Good morning to you. Johnson, good morning. And Van Dyke, thanks for watching. And Chris McLean, thanks for watching the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. So this is Friday late afternoon into early evening. So clouds will come in Friday afternoon in the southwest corner, Kalamazoo down to Benton Harbor, St. Joe, down to Niles. Could start to get into the showers, maybe very late afternoon, early evening. This is Friday overnight, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., and then 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. Saturday. So you could see a slug of showers and maybe thunderstorms comes in. And then we go 8 a.m. Saturday to 2 p.m., and we've got some residual showers around, but we go into the afternoon and evening on Saturday. It looks mostly dry, southwesterly wind, and it looks very warm as the storm hangs off to the west. Saturday night, maybe a front kind of draped across northwest lower down into Iowa. Sunday morning early, Sunday morning into afternoon, and Sunday afternoon into evening. So you're probably going to see an app that has a cloud with a raindrop, and it's not going to be an all-day rain. It's going to be an hour shower or thunderstorm somewhere Sunday. Still in the warm sector. And then the main cold front, which is going to be pretty weak, will come through Monday with some showers and thunder showers. And next week looks like we could have batches. This is already by Wednesday, another batch of showers and thunderstorms. And this model now, way out, 8, 9, 10 days with its pitfall is grabbing a little bit colder air and dropping it down for a day or so, and we get back out to May 4th and we're back to warm weather. This is the upper air features of this. Remember, the red means that the upper air is expanded and will support warmer temperatures at the surface. So this is what we get when we go into the weekend. We've got this high pressure ridge over us that warms us aloft that eventually transfers down. Then we're at May 2nd now and May 3rd, and basically what you see, this is May 3rd and May 4th. And it looks like as we get out into, middle of May, maybe a little bit of a northwesterly flow develops, so we can cool down at times, but generally we're going to be warmer than normal. So what does that mean for temperatures? Today we make it to 50 in the east and mid to upper 50s, Grand Rapids, Kalamazoo, up to Big Rapids. Friday is a good one. Hey, good morning, Brian Johnston, I'm sorry. And Ruby Lopez, I like that name. Ruby Lopez, good morning to you. So Friday is in the 60s. Saturday in the 70s. This has been showing up for days now. Sunday in the 70s, maybe an 80 if we get enough sunshine. Monday in the 70s. Tuesday in the 70s. So 4 days in the 70s going to start to warm up the Great Lakes waters. In fact, look at the computer model starting to show that some of the warmer air can be over the lake water. Next Wednesday, 70s for a lot of folks. And then again, this one tries to bring down some cooler air. Certainly possible. Anytime the wind switches to the north, we get these cold fronts. Even if they're not a large-scale cold front, we'll get a cold air mass build off of Lake Superior, Lake Huron, and drive a backdoor cold front through. And you can get a cool day or two in the 50s. And this model, again, it's pitfall. Although a good model, its pitfall we know is that it's too cold out at 8, 9, 10 days out. Tomorrow morning could be another frosty morning in the thumb and in the northeast, but shouldn't be in Grand Rapids, shouldn't be in Oakland County, shouldn't be too frosty in Ann Arbor. If you live in a cold low spot, maybe protect the plants one more day. And then look at these low temperatures in the low 50s on Saturday. Look at Sunday morning. Northern Michigan, we call Sunday Bloody Mary Sunday. And it looks like it will live up to its billing, as you'll start off with temperatures in the low 60s and make it to the 70s. Monday morning is warm too. This is what really gets Great Lakes water starting to warm up, soils starting to warm up for gardening and for plants to start getting full leaf out, is when you get the morning temperatures only dropping to the 60s. It's a sign that we're talking, much we're talking spring has sprung. And I want to show you one last thing here. So these are the sea surface temperature anomalies. And remember, we've had what we call a strong El Nino, where along the equator from South America to Indonesia, the water has been warmer than normal. Now the water is rapidly cooling, so they forecast that the El Nino will come to an end pretty quickly in the next month or two. And then oftentimes they've found that after a strong El Nino, the cooling kind of builds momentum, and we go the other way to a La Nina, and that's expected to happen. And I just wanted to show you that as we look at the sea surface temperature anomalies, you can see that the cooler weather is starting to show up. So here is the world oceans. Let's see, Benita Stevenson. So Michigan isn't going to have slight severe weather like I've been watching Saturday. Let's come back to that in just a second. We'll take a look at storm prediction centers. I don't see, it is a synoptic pattern, an overall pattern that could do that, but not in the middle of the night. So we'll see. So what you're seeing here, sea surface temperature anomalies, look at that blue spot off the coast of South America, west side of South America, right at the equator, Ecuador. See the blue spot? That's the colder water working its way up, and the warmer water is really disappearing. So we will be transitioning to La Nina, which, by the way, it tends to, in the past, lean toward a colder than normal winter in the past, but of course we have the 800-pound gorilla of the warming globe. Let's go to, let's go now to Storm Prediction Center. Didn't grab me as something that is a big severe weather situation, but let's see what they say. So they've got severe weather on us. This would be 8 a.m. Saturday to 8 a.m. Sunday. And, makes sense. In the 70s with a cold front around. So we will keep an eye on that. They've got a 15% chance of severe weather, and they kind of keep it generic when they're that far out. So, hey, good call, good question there. So the warm-up starts, and we add on 5 or 10 degrees every day for the next 3 days until we settle into a lot of places 75 to 78 degrees on Saturday, and the same deal on Sunday, which obviously that's the first step in severe weather, is getting warm air into the area and higher humidity. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. This has been the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. Have yourselves a great Thursday. Take care.